Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to Passion, Purpose, and Possibilities. Hope everyone's doing well today. Friday morning, a little after 10 o'clock. I wanted to talk for a few minutes here. Just pulling this up on my phone real quick. But anyways, I wanted to talk for a minute. I was watching a Ed Mylett video, and he brings up a lot of good points, and I love Ed Mylett. If you don't follow him or watch his content, I would recommend it. And two things that he talked about that jumped out at me today, and I think this ties in with living your passion, purpose, and following those possibilities, is looking for joy in the small things. While you're on your way to your big goal, dream big and stuff. Excuse me. Remember to take time and enjoy the little things. Enjoy the beautiful weather. Your son wins a baseball game at school. You cook a great meal. Find joy in the little things. Because while yes, your big goal is awesome and stuff, and I'm totally for that. I'm going after big goals myself. If you're so consumed on just that, you'll miss a whole bunch of moments that can bring you joy. And if you don't recognize those, then once you get there, it's not going to be as joyful or as fulfilling as you thought it would be. It still might bring you plenty of joy and happiness and do what you want, but it'll be even more so if you find joy in the little things along the way as well. For instance, my son has some friends over and they're playing a video game together. To me, that's joyful. To see them having fun, hanging out, being kids, that brings me joy. And if I'm so caught up over here, again, not saying that's a bad thing, but if I'm so caught up over here that I miss this moment, then it's not going to be as fulfilling when I reach this goal. And so find joy. Take walks. Do board games with your family. You go on those vacations, and again, I'm all for vacationing where you want, how you want. If you can, then go do it. But some of the best memories and times I've had too was a short weekend, 2-day trip, an hour away. I've had just as much fun on that 2-day trip as I've had on a week-long cruise, for instance. The cruise was very exciting. I loved it. Seeing new parts of the world, all that fun stuff. But I also had joy in this little 2-day trip close to home. So that was one of the things, while you're in pursuit of your passion and stuff, is taking time to acknowledge and enjoy those little things, those little moments. Your kid winning in their baseball game or soccer game or ballet or whatever. A walk around the block, movie with the family. Like I just mentioned, my son's playing video games with his friends right now. Little moments like that, little joys like that. And to go on with Ed, he talks about a couple other things, and and I think they all tie in together. One is have humility, and the other is help other people. And I think they kind of tie together. Being humble. Let's say you're a big executive of this big successful company, and making millions of dollars a year or whatever. And again, not to say that's a bad thing, but if you let it get to your head and you're Mr. High and Mighty and everyone else is beneath you or whatever, if you have the wrong attitude about it, then it's not going to fulfill you as well. It's not going to bring you the joy and passion that you truly want. But if you stay humble and recognize the people around you that helped you get there, or that supported you in your journey, and that put up with you in your struggles and frustrations and bad moods and long hours and all the process of getting there. If you remember those things, then you'll find more joy, more fulfillment in it. And then helping other people will come back to you and then some. Again, with the right intentions, with the right heart. Because if you do it just for fame and glory and look at me, then you're better off not doing it at all. So, and then I'm not saying, do everything in secret and stuff. There are times that, you certainly want to do that, but if you got the whole media with you, every single thing you do, that's not the right way to go about it. But, helping someone out and seeing their face of gratitude and stuff, it makes you feel better, makes you want to do more good. And there will be many times that people have no idea that it was you. And you don't want that. You don't want them to know that it was you. You're perfectly content being anonymous. And, knowing that you were that you were in a position to help someone else. And then kind of the pay it forward sort of thing. It makes you feel better, it makes them feel better. They're more likely to help someone else when they're in a position to do so. It just makes it better. So if you're humble and you're helping others along the way and you remember to acknowledge and enjoy those moments, then getting up here to this big goal will be all the better. And you'll have the people around you all the better. As an example, in the movie Cars, the Disney Pixar animated movie Cars, towards the end, Chick, the green car, he wins the race, the Piston Cup. But because that's all his focus was on, and he ends up knocking the other guy out of the race, and cheating others to get ahead, kind of thing. When he wins the race and goes on stage, everybody's booing him. Nobody wants to be with him. Nobody wants to celebrate with him. It's not as fun for him as he thought it would be because nobody's there with him. They're celebrating the King and Lightning McQueen because they showed compassion. They helped each other. They did what was right. And then ultimately, Lightning McQueen, got offered the big role with Dynaco. So there's several lessons in that movie. If you watch for them and pay attention, there's several lessons in that movie that you could pick up. But, so I just wanted to bring that up again. I would highly recommend watching Ed Mylett, and I'll drop the link to this video, to Ed Mylett's video, in the comments below the description with this video. But I would highly recommend going to watch that. And again, go pursue your passion, purpose, and explore those possibilities. Make it a great day. We'll see you next time.